She taught me how to be a good liar, a very good liar without any conscience. And I'm changing that. I'm trying to be a good person now. I don't want to be like my mother, and I'm nothing like her.
You say all you did was to ask him a question, but in the 3 days prior to the murder, you had some text exchanges that seemed to me that this plan B was pretty much a collaborative process.
I just wish I could go back and walk in front of somebody. And none of this would have had to happen.
You said he could have said no. You could have walked out that front door. You called a cab after you hacked her to death. You could have got to call that cab and left. You could have gone to a women's shelter. You could have gone to a police station.
She would have found me.
No, Gypsy. You're a narcissist. And you're a narcissist and a pathological liar. And you have a narcissistic personality disorder, which is very dangerous, by the way. So no, you're just a good liar on your own, all by yourself, girly pop.
And you're not changing anything.
No, she's not. She's really not. She says that she's changing and she's becoming a better person than what her mom was and what her mom taught her and everything. She hasn't changed anything. Look what she's done so far with her baby, grifting and using it for, might as well say cons, but using it to grift and get free stuff and everything. I mean, that's all she's going to continue to use. Just like that comment said in our video that we posted earlier today. That baby's a meal ticket for her.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all, welcome to Night Combos.
Welcome back. Hubby's here.
Hey, Hubby.
Hey, Lovey.
Hey, y'all. We just wanted to play that first to give you an idea and like a mindset of Gypsy, which we all know her, of course, but just a little reminder, I guess. But thank you all so very much to all of our subscribers and all of our new subscribers. Welcome. We truly appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of our hearts. We truly, truly do. Y'all are helping us reach our goal of 3,200 subscribers by the end of the month. We truly hope we get there. But regardless, we're so appreciative of all of you. And we got 2 super thanks. One was yesterday from someone that we actually follow on TikTok and that we're friends with on TikTok and YouTube. And then someone else that we know we can name gave us one today, which is Miss Musique. So thank y'all both so very much. The other one, I don't want to say their names because I don't know if they want their names said. So just, you know who you are though. But we got one yesterday and then one today. And we truly appreciate that so very much because y'all don't know how much they really truly mean to us personally and to the channel as well. So thank you all so very much for the super thanks. And thank you all for subscribing as well. But let's hop into this video and what we're talking about. And so we played this video earlier for y'all and posted it on our channel, but we showed all of the comments earlier on that video. If y'all want to go back and look at that, if you're just interested in seeing all of the comments, there's a lot of interesting ones on there. But Gyp has come on here again and left some more comments, which we're going to talk about. But in that video earlier, we said we were going to talk about this video. So we're going to talk about that and a few other things. But y'all remember this? Her doing her little show off, and we've got it muted because it's got a song playing to it. The bounce, bounce, bounce song, bounce back. And she's got on here, I do that every time. I pause it when she's leaned over. I'm doing it every time. I know, yeah. I know what you're thinking. Well, we don't want to see your chest there, Gyp. We don't want to see it.
No, we don't.
But she's got on here almost a week postpartum and already feeling more energetic. Hashtag active mom, which we'll get to in just a second. Y'all remember this comment from earlier where Gypsy wrote, I had the best birth experience. I went into the hospital 6 centimeters dilated. I had my epidural and a few hours later was numb and pushed for, hold on, let me back that up for y'all. And pushed for 15 minutes. Didn't feel a thing. She is a healthy baby girl. That just seems kind of odd because she was a high risk pregnancy. So that just seems odd. And again, she's still claiming that she gave birth on December 28th, which is also odd. But she gets a little sassy in these comments, though. Somebody said, wait, she got her TikTok back? She's like, yep, with a thumbs up. And then someone else said, OMG, Queen finally got her account back. Well, we don't have a queen right now. There's a king of England right now, but Queen Elizabeth, sadly passed away last year and everything. So, yeah, the queen's not in this TikTok. But Dip replied with, because I'm the boss B of my account. Ain't no way he was gonna get away with that shoot, with a smirky smile emoji. Okay, that, and then someone down below said, we love you. And then several people below that said, we who? Who's we? We don't love her, all of that. But anyway, in her comment, it kind of sounds like she had control of her account the whole time.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Because again, if you gave birth on December 28th, which is the same day the hacker, supposedly, or alleged hacker, hacked into your account, why were you at the hospital in labor, giving birth, whatever, and trying to get your TikTok account back? Why were you worried about that? And having Ken trying to get your TikTok account back as well. That just seems real odd to me. Like, I definitely would not be worried about my TikTok account being hacked after just giving birth or while in labor, pushing for 15 minutes, supposedly, which we'll never know because of HIPAA laws and stuff like that. We'll never know if she really went into the hospital at 6 centimeters dilated or if she really only pushed for 15 minutes and all that. I mean, there's laws connected with that. So we'll never know unless she releases those medical records for some reason. But we do know that the baby was not premature. It was not a preemie baby. Y'all remember her and her family, everybody, even Ken, saying that her due date was January 22nd, a whole month away. Okay, our niece was a preemie baby, so, and thankfully she's healthy and thriving, doing great, but, as smart as a whip, she really is. But regardless, that's besides the fact. But she wasn't a preemie. And we did a video, the other day, a couple of videos ago, where we were talking about this whole date thing, and we counted the dates back and all of that. If we went by what she said on Good Morning America on July 9th when she announced that she was 11 weeks pregnant, that was on a Tuesday, and she turned a new week pregnant every Wednesday because they count your pregnancy in 28-day increments, not, by the full month. That's why doctors say you're so many weeks pregnant and not so many months pregnant, because they do 28-day increments. But if she gave birth to a full-term baby on December 28th, then I have questions about it, about when she actually conceived. Because if you count back from July 9th, like we did the other day, I mean, she would have gotten pregnant in March. She left Ryan March 23rd. Y'all look at these couple other comments, though. Oh, and I was going to say real quick, sorry. I was going to say real quick, the way she says he was, her sentence is all messed up saying, because I am the boss bee of my account. She meant to say ain't. No way he was gonna get away with that shoot with the smirky smile emoji. She says that like she knows who it was. Like she knew the person. Like she was like, hey, can you hack my account? Because even when he went live, which we posted that live on our channel as well, if y'all want to go back and look at that. But that in that live, you know, he was saying that he could teach people how to do this. He was saying, you know, like to people up on panel that he was allowing up on panel, like, oh, I'll teach you how to do it. I'll teach you how to do it. This is what I do. This is my job.
Step.
Yeah. He said step by step because he said this was his job. Like this is what he did for a living. And then we looked at his Instagram and showed y'all his Instagram and all. And it seems to be like he works at an actual corporate place. So I don't know if it's really his job to be a hacker or what. There are legal hackers that you can hire. So I wonder if that's what she done. Because she seems to know this person the way she said this.
Yeah.
And the way she has that little smirky smile emoji as if she's getting one over on people or something. It's odd. What do y'all think though? So on down, someone said, what time was the baby born? And Dip Jip went back in there 2 hours later and said at 9:48 a.m. So 9:48 in the morning on December 28th. So you gave birth that morning and then spent the whole day trying to get your TikTok account back and had Ken sending the hacker messages, which y'all can see on the videos that we posted of that about the hacker, where Ken was literally like trying to, like, what's the word?
Negotiate.
Yeah. Where Ken was like negotiating prices with this hacker because the hacker was originally asking $500 sent to his PayPal for the account, and this was to anyone. And then it was $400 and then $200. And Ken tried to get in there and send a message to the alleged hacker and say, I'll give you $200 PayPal. And then Ken never said anything else back. And the hacker said, are you going to send it? And Ken never answered back again. So it's real odd. So what were you doing? Were you doing this in between her pushing Ken? Like what? Why didn't you ever answer the alleged hacker? Or is it because y'all knew the hacker and because maybe she didn't give birth on December 28th and she actually gave birth a month ago? Which, if she gave birth a month ago, which kind of would make sense, would mean she got pregnant in February, like toward the end of February, beginning of March, which is when she was absolutely still sleeping with and living with Ryan at Ryan's apartment. Because if y'all remember this post from Ken's Instagram, this was from Gypsy's baby shower. And y'all can see down here at the bottom, right there, November 22nd, 2024. Her baby shower was in November.
And she looked more pregnant then than she ever has.
Yeah, she did. So and again, if she was even pregnant here, but we're not going into that whole thing. You know, we've seen the baby and everything. But yeah, I mean, if you look at this picture, she looks 9 months pregnant. The only other time she actually looked this big and looked 9 months pregnant is when she was around, I think it was like 12 to 14 weeks pregnant. And she was trying on that Kylie Couture outfits. We have that video and all that her live that she done and all that on our channel as well. But again, that would be a couple months back in a video. And she looked real big here, and she looked this big again at 12, 14 weeks pregnant when she was wearing like a fake baby bump under her clothes. So, but this would make sense for her to be 9 months pregnant on November 22nd in her baby shower.
Yeah.
You know, and then give birth shortly after her baby shower. Maybe that's why they were having the baby shower, because we were wondering why are they having the baby shower if she's not due until January 22nd. Why are they having the baby shower right before Thanksgiving, right before Christmas and all of that? Why not wait? Because most people wait until about a month out from their due date, you know,
Right.
to have a baby shower. So why wouldn't you wait until like around the 1st of January or something? Because they knew she was not due January 22nd, in my opinion. I think it was because they knew she was due right around Christmas, actually. Or they knew that she was due at the end of November. Really. That's what I'm thinking. They knew she was due at the end of November. So they had to hurry up and do this baby shower so that Lifetime could film it and all. And y'all, Lifetime did not film her in the hospital at all, which is wild. Lifetime did not even know that she was going into labor and going to the hospital or anything to even film her after she gave birth in the hospital. So it's really odd. And when you're filming for a TV show, you can get special permission. You can give special permission for cameras to be allowed in your hospital room. Maybe not while you're actually giving birth, but like before you give birth, while you're in labor, and then after you give birth, you know, the cameras would come back in. But they didn't even know. So I wonder if it's because the family was trying to hide it from Lifetime even. So the only thing that could possibly be on the documentary that's coming up would be, you know, home footage, like footage that they filmed on their phone.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's going to be on the documentary is stuff that they filmed on their phones, which there will be no proof or evidence of dates for because Lifetime wasn't actually there. Also, a lot of people think that her show is starting, just to let y'all know, a lot of people think her show is starting on Lifetime on January 6th. It's not. It on Monday, it's not. It's just going to be a little 5-minute trailer for the documentary. That's it. Her show has not started airing yet. There's no date set from of our knowledge anyway.
It's just a sneak peek of the best show ever.
You so dingy. I was looking at you like, what are you saying? Oh, Hobby's being silly tonight. He really is. But no, not the best show ever. And please don't go watch it. Please don't. We're going to download the episode so that Lifetime nor Gypsy or any of the other people on there make any money off of her crime. And we'll be able to show y'all clips of it and go over it each week once it does air. So please don't go and watch it on Lifetime. Don't give them your money like that. That's just our advice, our opinions. I mean, of course, you can do what you want, but we're not going to. But, you know, but we'll have the episodes downloaded, though. So, but back to this. Her looking this big, November 22nd, wouldn't it make more sense that she gave birth probably at the end of December, possibly the beginning of December? Or did I just say the end of December? The end of November, possibly the beginning of December. Looking at this picture from November 22nd. And we know she was in Florida at Ken's family's house for Thanksgiving. So it could have been right after Thanksgiving, or like I said, at the beginning of December. But again, that would put her at conceiving in February. Possibly the beginning of March, but more February. Because already her giving birth to a full-term baby on December 28th puts her at conceiving in mid-March, like around March 15th. Around that date. So she probably conceived at the end of February, beginning of March. just in our opinion, just looking at this. Again, what's y'all's thoughts and opinions on all of this as well? But this was supposed to be her on Christmas Day. Y'all see that date down there at the bottom. This is Ken Urker's post from Christmas Day from his Instagram page. And this is supposed to be her on Christmas Day and her belly. And she looks like she's trying to move his hand off of her. But this is supposed to be her belly on Christmas Day. And you can see she has a little belly there. Then they posted this on Instagram, which is supposed to also be on Christmas Day. And a lot of people think these pictures are photoshopped. And we had someone email us, a subscriber that emailed us, who's, I think it was their daughter, is a photographer. I am so sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I'm truly sorry. I will recorrect that in the next video if I'm wrong. But she's a photographer, I believe. But she was looking at these pictures and she was saying that they look absolutely photoshopped. But also because he has no legs here. And in the other picture, she said that he was missing one leg, which you can see. You can clearly see it could possibly be behind Gypsy, but for as wide as Ken is, and I'm not saying that in a mean way, I'm just saying his stature and his wide shoulders and hips and stuff, you would kind of at least see a little bit of his other leg, but you don't see it at all. And then in this picture, you don't see his legs at all. So you know, it looks like he was kind of photoshopped in. But this picture was also on Christmas Day. And she has absolutely no belly in this picture. No stomach at all whatsoever. And if she gave birth already, that would make sense. This was supposed to be 3 days before she gave birth, y'all. 3 days before she gave birth. And her stomach looks flat here, completely flat here. It looks slightly bigger here. And like it's dropped. And a lot of women know this, but like, you know, when you're 9 months pregnant, your stomach kind of drops when you get real close to going into labor. But it looks a little lower here. But it doesn't look like this picture from her baby shower, where she looks even bigger than she did on Christmas Day, and her belly's kind of up higher. But she didn't even look this big on Christmas Day, 3 days before she gave birth. So do y'all think she already gave birth and then put on this fake belly again for the Christmas photos for Lifetime? Maybe Lifetime was there shooting and they, you know, had her put on her fake baby bump that she was wearing at the beginning of her pregnancy and stuff. What do y'all think here? And again, going back to like this video, she was being real snarky, well not snarky, but sassy in the comment section with people saying, "You got your TikTok back?" Yep, sure did. You know, with a thumbs up. And then, you know, there was a few times where she said yes with a thumbs up, or yep with a thumbs up, or yep, sure did, and all of that. And she kept being like sassy in the comment section. Y'all
real
have to
sassy, like she might be on the pain medication when after she come out of the hospital.
Yeah. So again, like asking y'all a question. What do y'all think? What are y'all's thoughts and opinions? Like most of us, when we take a painkiller, a prescription painkiller, you know, it'll make you drowsy and want to lay down and go to sleep or rest or whatever, like after you have surgery or, you know, something, or, you know, whatever, not necessarily surgery, but, you know, if you break a bone or anything, that any reason you get a prescription of painkillers for, it makes you drowsy and makes you, you know, want to lay down and rest. But when you've abused them before, like she has admitted to, it does the opposite for you. And she's sitting here talking about being an energetic mom and feeling more energetic. And she's all over TikTok being sassy, where she's not supposed to be posting on TikTok other than about her book and the show. And that's it. That's all her parole officer was allowing. So, wonder if she's going to blame this with the parole officer if she gets in trouble. Wonder if she's going to blame this on, oh, well, I was on painkillers. I didn't know what I was doing. It was right after I gave birth. Or, like, wonder what she's going to say. But I just wonder because we know that she used to crush her mom's oxycodones up and put them in her feeding tube herself, which a lot of people steal. All of the dip white nighters like to say that Gypsy was forced to take those medicines, and her mom forced those medicines into her feeding tube. No. She crushed them up and she put them in her feeding tube herself because they got into her system quicker that way. Now that she doesn't have a feeding tube, wonder what she'll do if she stays on them. I mean,
I don't know.
that would be a very bad and sad situation. But her being such a narcissistic, pathological liar really concerns me for this baby. It truly, truly does. That's one of the most dangerous narcissistic personalities you can have. I mean, truly, it is. Like, to be a narcissist and a pathological liar, like, and have this narcissistic personality disorder that she has, like, is very dangerous. We showed y'all part of a paper from her medical record the other day in a video where it showed that she had ABSD as a child, which basically is ASBD is like a behavioral disorder in a child, and she was diagnosed with it, and it's where they have extreme behavioral issues. And when she has her quote freakouts, in her words, as she says, that she was having those as a child. That's why Dee Dee actually stayed scared of her most of the time, because she would have these freakouts and attack other children and adults and stuff like that. And Dee Dee, but we showed y'all that. So it really concerns us with her being around this baby, because a newborn, we all know they get up around every 2 hours wanting to be fed and changed and all of that, and you have no sleep. I mean, you're kind of like a zombie a little bit, those first couple days, especially when you first get home from the hospital with a newborn. I mean, come on. But I'm just wondering if she made all these little comments like we posted in our video earlier today, being sassy and everything, and posting this video trying to be sassy and stuff because she was given painkillers leaving the hospital after giving birth, naturally, obviously, because she said she pushed and everything, so she gave natural birth. She didn't have a C-section, which is odd, being a high-risk pregnancy. But wonder if it's because when she got those painkillers in the hospital and then was prescribed some, possibly, did it trigger in her brain? Because that's how it works in your brain. And if you've abused something like that before and you're not strong enough, or strong-minded enough, and it's not even about being strong enough, it can just simply trigger you again to where you fall back into that abuse of that rug. What was you gonna say?
Of the same cycle.
Yeah, of the same cycle, where you fall back in that same cycle again of using. So wonder if that's where her energy is coming from, for one thing, and wonder if that's where her sassiness is coming from. But, and it makes me worry for the baby again. It just really does. And knowing her childhood history to the point where, like, her being diagnosed with that as a child, normally when those children have those outbursts like that, they have to literally be taken to an ER, an emergency department, like, right away. Because normally calming techniques and stuff like that are used in those situations, they may or may not work. But for Gypsy, they didn't work. So she had to literally be prescribed a prescription for her outbursts as a child, her violent outbursts as a child. And we showed y'all that on the paper that we showed y'all the other day, that medical record. But what do y'all think about all this? What are y'all's thoughts and opinions on all this? We're just wondering. Let us know in the comment section below. And like always, we'll be conversating with y'all in the comment section as well. But let us know y'all's thoughts and opinions like we said. But we hope y'all enjoyed this video and found it entertaining and informative as well. And also kind of gave y'all a thought and made y'all remember how good of a liar she is and could be lying, and how good she could be lying about when she gave birth. What do y'all think? Let us know. We hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we hope y'all have a good night, and God bless.
Have a good night. God bless.
Bye.